Rupes has a brand new polisher out, super cool. Let's get into details of it next. Hi, I'm Todd Cooperrider with Esoteric. I said Rupes has a brand new polisher, the HLR75. And the reason why I paused on that is because for the last decade, the machines have been known as the LHRs, so it's a little confusing. Yes, we go back that far with the brand. You know, if you followed us here in Esoteric, you know that Esoteric's been there since the beginning. 10 years. I was at the factory, I believe it was about January 2013. Got to work with one of the first machines in the United States, which was really cool. And going back to the LHR machines, you know, we even got to work with the prototype LHR75Es and the Duetto too. So we've kind of been around the block. We've seen some of the new technologies come around. As a matter of fact, when I was at that factory way back then, they were testing a lot of this new battery technology way back at that time. Been coming out with it, you know, 4 or 5 years ago or so. They came out with the nano iBrid, iBrid meaning their battery technology. Now we have the 75, also known as the mini iBrid. And for those of you who are looking to really maximize a machine like this, we have got something really exciting coming up for 2023, a new EDU platform that is a far deeper dive than what you have here on YouTube. I think you're going to want to check it out. Stay tuned. We will have more information soon. Before we get into the details of the machine and what you get with it, let's talk about when you would use it, why you would need something like a 3-inch machine. Well, it doesn't matter if you're a DIY person doing paint correction on your own cars at home or you're a professional detailer. You need 2 machines absolute minimum. One, you're going to need one with a 5-inch pad, so like a LHR 15 Bigfoot machine. That's going to be all your big areas. When you're talking about all your tight areas that either the larger machine can't get to or it just doesn't do a very good job, let's talk about A pillars, B pillars, C pillars, mirrors around door handles, around emblems, tail lights, around license plates, areas on bumpers. You need a 3-inch machine for that. I do see some people using like the nano iBrid, the really small one for those areas. That is not the right machine for the job. Not only is it going to take you a lot longer, it's not going to give you the same kind of correction, it's not going to give you the same kind of finish a 3-inch machine is going to do. So 3-inch is an absolute must-have. Now, what are the options in the Rupes lineup? We have the LHR75E. E stands for electric. Very nice machine, very capable, 3-inch, 12mm throw to it. On the other side of the spectrum, we have the LHR75, which is the pneumatic, 3-inch machine with a huge 15mm throw. Now, if you're in a shop environment like we're at here, you've got a very large air compressor. That 75 pneumatic is typically going to be what people go for. What about, you know, mobile detailers, or what about an area where, you know, you might not even have enough plugs in your garage to do multiple machines? So something like this is going to come into play. Now, if you look at it, this obviously looks quite a bit different than any other machines that they have. When I first saw it, I was like, wow, I don't really know what to think about it. This is kind of weird. But when I picked it up, I started working with it, it all made sense. The ergonomics of this is absolutely fantastic. I just love the way it feels in my hand. And, you know, as you're holding it, you got a couple of textured grip areas. You know, you're typically going to be working right in here, so you can get good direct pressure. It's easy to see where you're at on the surface, and you don't have a cord back here, you know, kind of getting in the way. So it's super convenient. But let's talk about some of the other features of this, not just the ergonomics of it. You've got the same backing plate as you've got on the other 3-inch machine, so you've got some interchangeability there. Very powerful machine. Now this in its base form, it's going to come in 2 different forms, your base form and your kit, but you get the machine and you get 2 batteries and a charger. And a cool thing about this, hopefully the camera can pick this up, I can press this button at any point and see where I'm at in terms of battery charge. And this one's getting a little bit low. Hasn't been charged yet. We just pulled this one out of the box. So it's cool to be able to see where you're at. And then you're swapping in and out of batteries. Super easy. You keep one battery on the charger while you work on the other one. A battery recharges quicker than it discharges, so you're always going to have a completely full battery at your disposal. Really, really nice feature there. Dial control over here. It goes up to 5. Most of the time you're going to keep it, in about the 4 range while you're working with it. Simply depress this lever here, and that is your on-off trigger. Now, this is a super nice, quick to start, but something I want to talk about this a little bit later on in the video. So really a simple setup here. It comes with this on it just to keep the Velcro from sticking to everything. You're not going to be using this piece here while you're doing your polishing. So really simple setup, really effective, powerful, very quiet. One of the first times I was working with it, I noticed that it's a lot quieter. But then the more I started working with it, or the more I was in the same area where somebody else was working with it, I was really impressed with just how quiet this machine is. A lot quieter than the 75E, and quiet is good. You're typically working around polishers and stuff, and you get plenty of loud things going on all times. It's welcome to have a quiet machine and very smooth operation. Really, really like this setup. Like I said, with the base setup here, you get the machine, you get 2 batteries, and you get a battery charger. Well, for those that want to go with the big kit, it comes in this really nice case. Some people, that's an important thing. They don't want just all their loose tools laying around all the time. Having a nice case with the foam padding on the inside, compartments for everything to go, is really cool. You also get a compound, and you get a polish. You get a variety of pads, and you get a few microfiber towels as well. All of that in the kit, so you have 2 different ways. I think the base setup with just the machine, the charger, and a couple of batteries are probably going to be the more popular. The people that just want that nice starter kit that has a little bit of everything, you can go with the big setup. Okay, I talked about all of the likes that I have. I talked about all the ways that you can use this. Do I see anything that I would like to see improvement on? Oh, there's only one little thing that I want to make you aware of that can get you, or that can make a mess. With this trigger right here, a lot of times it's easy. People are going to they're going to put it over in their hand when they go to put polish or compound on the surface. When you do that and it's turned on, it's easy to put it in your hand and start it when you didn't want it to start. And if you've just went and put polish on there and you hit that button, you've got a great big mess. I wish they had that. There's a little toggle on the LHR75 pneumatic that you have to push forward to activate it. I wish they had that on there, but that's just a tiny little gripe. Other than that, I think this is a fantastic machine, and I think this is going to replace most people's 3-inch polisher of choice in their arsenal. Well, if you find you have any more questions about the machine, the technology, the stuff that it comes with it, leave it in the comment section below. I'm the one that goes on, answers all of the questions in comments. To make it easy so you can learn more information about it or make a purchase, we're going to put links in the description below to both of these setups, all the information in there that you need. As always, we appreciate you hanging out with us here at the Esoteric channel. Thanks. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.